Three high-end detectors here. Got the MindLab with the 6-inch, the Deus with the 9-inch HF, and the Anfibio with the 7-inch concentric coil. I'm using the 7-inch concentric coil because I've gotten so much jewelry with the Anfibio. It's just amazing. That's an awesome coil. If you don't have that coil, you got to get it if you own an Anfibio. Right, I'll show you what I'm testing here. Pull tab, bottle cap, silver ring, paper clip, a washer, right? I'm trying to mimic like next to a basketball court or a super trashy spot that has a lot of jewelry in it, right? I find a lot of jewelry around this stuff right here, right? I'll try the Equinox first. I'll start up in Park 1. Iron bias is at 3, I think. I'll start up in Park 1. Multi-frequency, iron off. Right. I think it's some 5-tone here. 5-tone, right? 5-tone. Actually leave it on the tone so I can change it easily. I'm getting the same tone for that pull tab as that silver ring. Right? I'm getting low tone for good silver or a good gold tone for that bottle cap. Park 1, right? I'm hitting a little bit there, but I have to be right on top of it to hit it, right? But I have to be swinging very, very slow. I'm not going to be going like this the whole time, right, that I'm detecting. You never see me do that, right? I'm not going to be going like this in the trash, like that, with any detector, right? I want it to sing right out, right? That pull tab is the same tone as that silver ring right there. That's a huge problem, right? So I'll go over to 50 tone here, just change it to 50 tones, right? Same tone, still 50 tones, right? If I wiggle it really tight, I might be able to hit it. Now I'm hitting it a little bit right there. But if I swing fast, I'll even turn my recovery speed up here a little bit. I'll turn it up to 6, right? I'm still getting the same tone on that pull tab as that silver ring. I want these targets to sing right out, right? I want them to really come out, right? Now I'll put it in Part 2. Turn my iron on, check my recovery speed, my tones, 50 tones, recovery speed 7. I'm getting a little bit different tone on that, right? On the silver ring. But it's, I can pinpoint it a little bit easier. But listen to all the tones, right? Just, you have to be swinging very, very slow to hit this target, right? Now I'll put it in 4 kilohertz. I had the Deus with the HF coil, or with the X35 coil, and it was performing very, very well on this target. About as good as the HF coil, right? Turn the iron off, right? I still get a lot of bumping, right? I can't tell exactly where that target's at, right? I can't separate those two targets out because they have the same tone and they're almost the same numbers, and all this iron around here is really affecting my tones, right? So it makes it very tough to pinpoint, right? Now I'll put it in 4 kilohertz. I'll go back to Park 1. 4, oops, too far. 4 kilohertz, right? Because that's a silver ring, right? You want to be hitting on small stuff and large stuff, large higher conductors in the lower frequencies. It's not going to hit that washer, but look what it gives me, a high tone, right? I can notch out 40, but it's going to make this tone right here, it's going to reject that silver ring right there. I'm not going to do that right now, but it's going to reject that silver ring right there. If I notch that 40 out right there, it's gonna notch that ring out too, right? I've been out here for several hours testing, right? And really, I would dig, to tell you the truth, I would dig all three of these targets out. Eventually, I will dig all three of these ironed, this bottle cap. I would dig all this stuff out except for that paper clip right there, right? I can't pinpoint it, right? I'll go to 15 kilohertz here. Just give me a little bit higher of a tone there. I can pinpoint it a little bit easier in 15 kilohertz. But see, look what happens to the bottle caps, right? Just super jumpy tones, right? I'm done with that one, right? I'll go with the Equinox, the Anfibio here. 3-tone, 89 gain. Overload already, okay? Drop my gain down, right? To 70, 71. Overload still, right? Too much iron, right? Too much iron. I can't pinpoint that target because I'm getting that pew, 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 and I can't pinpoint my target, right? I don't know where it's at. There's just too much iron there, right? Too many targets in that area right there. I'm still overloading on that, all the iron, right? So what happens when I drop my gain down, I'm also dropping my recovery speed down. So it just doesn't make sense how they set this Anfibio up, right? I want to be able to control my recovery speed, because when you get in thick iron and you want to be lower gain, that means you're dropping your actual recovery speed down too, because the recovery speed and the gain is all tied together in one setting. There's like notch segments in there. So right, just gonna overload on the iron. I'll go down to 4-tone here. Overload. That's a fail. All right. That's a fail big time. I knew that one would fail. But I'll show you with the Equinox, with the Deus here. Stock hot program, right? Program number 9. Don't have to push any buttons, no nothing, right? Stock hot program. Listen to the other targets here. Right. Let me put this on my shirt here so you guys can hear a little bit better here. I'll take this out of there. It's not pulsing on that, right? I'll put that back in there and I'll take the ring out, right? It's hitting that aluminum right there. You can tell the aluminum tone from a different target, right? The aluminum really is an overload. You know, you get a lot of different grunty sounds to it, right? Now watch as I go over this silver ring. And I can hear that iron on the side there too, right? A lot of iron tones coming through, right? See, it's not that bottle cap. That bottle cap is overloading on the bottle cap. I can hear that overload coming through, but watch as I get close to that silver ring. It's a lower tone. That bottle cap is a lower tone. And I'll tell you, this Deus, it pinpoints. It's very sensitive right on the tip right there. That's why I'm able to hit these targets here. Those other coils they're too sensitive on the sides there, right? All that other iron and all that other trashy metal was around within the field of this coil. And I can be over iron, right? I tried the HF coil, the 5x9, and it wasn't performing very well on this target. So I've done a lot of hours of testing with similar scenarios, this coil compared to the 5x9 coil, and this coil spanks its ass big time, right? Just for some reason. I'll take that silver ring out of there, right? Right? It's hitting it big time. It's hitting it big time, right? I'll even go around it too. It's hitting it big time right there. Different tones, see? All those things sound different, right? And the silver ring was giving me high tone. Now I'm going to turn back the Equinox on, and I'm going to take that silver ring out of there and show you the difference between the tones, right? Watch you turn the Deus off here. Turn the Equinox back on here. I'm not going to try the Anfibio again. Go back to multi-frequency, Park 1. I'll take this out of there. Okay. .50 tone is not doing it, right? It's giving me the same tone for that pull tab as that silver ring. So if you want to skip up the pull tabs or the bottle caps or those washers, you probably get a lot of coins, a little bit of jewelry, but if you have it in 4 kilohertz, it's going to hit on those bottle caps. And if I'll go up to 50 kilohertz here, right? Go back to recovery speed here and go back to 40 kilohertz, right? It's hitting that washer a little bit better there. If I had the Deus in 54 kilohertz, it would hit on this washer really good. It would hit on all that stuff. All that stuff will give me a high tone, right? See, don't rely on the numbers, right? I don't rely on the numbers. I'll show you what this silver ring reads up at. 21, right? Solid. You know, I want a machine that's going to get through this iron. And the Deus with the tip of that coil, man, is super sensitive. I actually prefer the 9-inch round coil more than the 5x9 coil in iron because it's so sensitive right on the tip at lower frequencies. The HF elliptical coil is not nearly as sensitive at lower frequencies with the Deus, but you know, you only have basically one coil option for the Equinox in iron, you know, in really thick iron or the really super trashy spots. And I've tried and tried and tried to test the Equinox against my machines, but I just can't get a clean tone on it, right? I've tried so many different settings, so many different frequencies, so many different modes, so many different iron biases and just settings. This way I don't really see me use the Equinox a lot because I dig in a lot of trashy, super trashy spots. And it's just hard to pinpoint. I want to be able to pinpoint that target right freaking now, right? And that Deus smacked that thing out big time, right? And that's just a stock hot program. I didn't have to push any buttons. You notice that? I didn't even have to push any buttons. Just a stock 14 kilohertz frequency program, stock number 9 program, hot program. And I basically use that program pretty much all the time anyway. I do so many hours of testing. You guys have no idea how many hours I test every week. A lot of hours. You know, it could be a job for me, you know, just testing machines out. You know, I'm always out here in my front yard, my backyard, testing my machines if I'm not metal detecting. But, you know, I can put a gold ring in there. I'll do that in my next video. Well, thank you for watching. Please subscribe.